What's going on?
I just want to point out that before we went live, we were talking about something we cannot talk about on the show. We will talk about it after the show.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Oh yeah, Kevin.
Anyway,
was that your introduction for the day?
Zompire podcast. We got patio
Yay!
furniture.
We're here.
We made it.
We are.
Another week in the books. I was telling Patrick earlier, we have like 100 videos.
That's a lot of videos.
And a total views of all 100 videos, if we add up all the views for all 100 videos, is like 106.
106?
Yeah, that's one
and
view per video, and a couple that have like 3.
Okay.
I'm just joking. Okay. We didn't do the math.
No.
I'm here to hang out with my friends. I don't give a shit who likes it or not.
Oh yeah, I don't give a fuck. That's why I'm just making up random numbers, bro. We didn't do no math.
Math. That's what calculators are for.
Yeah.
Speaking of people that used to watch us, Melissa, if you're out there, we love you. Please come back to us. We miss you like crazy.
Glad every time we bring her up, I get so sad. Where did you go?
I know, dude.
Yeah, I know.
We miss Annie Wilkes, bitch.
I hope she just dropped social media and is living her best life. So
yeah,
I hope so.
Living her best life, the best Annie Wilkes
life
that she could
possibly
live.
Let's not lie to ourselves. We were her best life. She loved us.
Aww.
Or was she our best life?
True.
She was definitely an awesome follower and friend.
Yes.
Well, let's talk about werewolves and vampires.
Let's talk about the fact that Vlad scheduled a vampire episode on a full moon when we could be talking about werewolves.
That's okay. I think we've had a werewolf episode before. Actually, something werewolf movies, but I don't know if we've ever had like a vampire one. So I'm just wearing my ears. I don't think we have. So I'm just doing this just to like give Vlad a hard time. So
that's a good reason. Yeah, I don't remember doing either. You know what else we haven't had?
We did one about werewolf movies.
Did we?
Yeah, we talked about
it must have been pre-me.
I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure you were there.
I feel like
You'll have to look through the archives.
We've also never had a Randy Macho Man Savage episode.
Yeah, you show that every time. That's so funny. All right. How's everybody doing tonight?
Excellent. Swell. I'm here.
Good.
Swell.
Excellent.
Yeah, me too.
You know, the second half of Zompire is vampire. Pyre.
Michelle, you never cease to amaze me.
Oh my god, I know I'm so smart. Oh my god.
Yeah, when I'm sure you both have heard this story, but when I started Zompire, I had a buddy of mine, Jesse, who lives in Oklahoma. He had a toy company called Zombie 81, and he's the one that did like the little it's like a Buddha statue, but the head was cut off, a Buddha, and we put like Creature from the Black Lagoon. And then we have another one that had a werewolf head on it.
Cute.
Oh, I think he froze Vlad.
Oh, he certainly did.
Before we went live, he said he was having connection issues.
Oh.
Oh no, we lost him.
Hey, hi. It's just us. It's just us.
All right. We're the Zom part of it because he's the fire part.
Because we're awesome. Okay, that was stupid.
That right there should have been the ending of the show. Like that's something you go out on, Michelle. I
can end the show now.
It's not something you do at the beginning. That's like we're out of here, peace out. That was
Yeah,
you.
We could do it again, but the circumstance was there. So.
Yeah, I mean, if we did it again, it would just be like
Trying Too Hard. It'd be like Anchorman Part 2.
It would be Anchorman Part 2. We've talked about that. That is
terrible.
That is the epitome of trying too hard.
Yeah, it's like the same spirit wasn't there. It was like they were just reaching the second time. It was just ridiculous.
It's like the writers were trying to like cash in on the success of the other one just by like taking the same jokes and like rewriting them. It was horrible.
Yeah, it was just super bad.
But we're not here to talk about how horrible that movie is. We're here to talk about vampires. What's your favorite vampire movie?
Oh, Lost Boys. I love it.
That's a good one.
Hey, Rebecca. Hey, Kevin.
Oh shit! I can't see any of that, so I don't know who's
you still can't see the comments?
No, Vlad doesn't upgrade me to the cool kids yet.
Vlad doesn't. Oh my god. So, hey, Brandon. Yes, Lost Boys. Yes, it was so
good. That's a good one.
No, those were sexy vampires. I mean, I definitely watched that show just for the boys. So
I'm sure you do. Speaking of vampires, before we get into more of how awesome your favorite vampire movie is, and maybe talk about mine, and maybe eventually Vlad might join us again. We had a vampire weekend this weekend. My my youngest daughter's birthday is next weekend, but my wife's it'll be a chemo weekend for her, so we celebrated early. So she wanted to do the whole Forks experience. So we took her girlfriend and her two best friends to Forks in Port Angeles for the weekend and did the whole Twilight tour up there. I'm not the biggest Twilight fan, so I was there for moral support. But I get that kind of stuff, right? Like I like to do tours of movies I love. So even though I'm not a huge Twilight fan, I totally understand like the excitement that they had seeing all that stuff. It's like same excitement I get when I got to see the Exorcist stairs, right? I'm like, oh fuck yeah, it's the Exorcist stairs. Sure. So there for support. It was fun. Did the whole rounds and went and saw where everything was filled. She was like super stoked. Her friends were super stoked. They had a good time. And my wife recreated. So she took our oldest daughter there when they were younger, and so took a bunch of photos, and we went around and recreated the photos that they took with our oldest daughter with our youngest daughter. So now there's like double photos of them. Yeah.
That's so cute.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
So fun. Sparkly vampires. The sparkly vampire birthday weekend.
Yeah, that's the part of it I can't get over.
Yeah, the sparkly part.
Yeah.
They were trying to do something different, I think, that, because it's like, vampires is always kind of the same thing. They got the teeth and they can't go out in the daytime, and, they're allergic to holy water and garlic and whatever else. They wanted to do something different. Let's make them sparkly. Let's make them be able to go out into the sun.
Yeah, and it's like a pre-adult like series, so it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of fitting that we're doing a vampire episode this week because we just had a vampire excursion.
Yes. We have some comments here. Brandon says, kids today think Twilight is a good vampire. Gen X grew up with Lost Boys. We were definitely built different. A good vampire movie, he said. Rebecca says, I'm doing a tour of Laura Palmer's house in Twin Peaks. Firewalk with me tomorrow for my birthday. That's awesome.
Happy birthday.
So, well, you've been up to North Bend, right, Rebecca? Or you Rebecca? Also, both, either. Up to North Bend to all the Twin Peaks stuff up there.
Oh, I love Twin Peaks.
Yes. Good times.
That'll be fun. And happy birthday, Rebecca.
Yeah.
You don't have to disclose on air if you don't want to, but how old are you going to be? I'm excited to, 21, 22?
Something like that.
Lost Boys. Let's get back to that. That's your favorite.
Oh,
What's your
That's my favorite.
What makes it your favorite?
Well, all the cute boys, of course, ever since, because I was like the age of like the Coreys, so of course I liked the Coreys, but then I also liked the older rocker boys with the long hair. So cute. Oh my God. And like the music was cool and everything else was super cool. And I liked the whole story and how they morphed into the scary vampires. And I liked the whole freaking underground lair and just everything about it was just like really fun. And you can just like watch it a million times and never ever get sick of it. And you know it by heart. The soundtrack. It's awesome.
Yeah. No,
How are these maggots, Michael? That's right.
I didn't realize you were reading a comment when you said that. I was like, wait, what?
Oh, Vlad is having some issues with his internet connection, and we thought he'd be right back, but he hasn't come right back yet. So I don't know. I haven't checked my phone. Have you gotten any messages from him? I should probably check my phone. Just
negative,
in
El
case.
Capitan, negative.
Rebecca says she'll be 45. Youngin'.
Mm-hmm. 1 year younger than me.
Let's see. I don't have any messages from Vlad, so I hope he didn't forget about us.
He's already on the show. His internet cuts out and he forgets to come
well, I mean, his oxygen might be low. You don't know.
It might be.
He forgets a lot of stuff. I'll tell him something and he'll forget that I told him. So, and that's okay. That's okay. We're all getting older.
He forgets how stupid I am all the time.
You are not stupid.
Don't tell me what I am.
Stop it. I know what I am. That's why I write shit down.
Yeah, notes are good. You know who also writes shit down? Macho Man Randy Savage.
That's right.
He writes everything down. Brandon's on fire tonight.
Yeah, he is. Amazing.
I think I'm gonna have to say I have two favorites. One of them is like a mainstream vampire movie, and the other one's a hidden gem that not a lot of people know about. My mainstream one for favorite vampire movie is Bram Stoker's Dracula. I love that.
Good.
I love that film.
Good.
I love the book. I just love everything about it. I'm a Keanu Reeves fan. People say that he was shitty as fuck in that movie, but I don't care. You guys are haters. I love them as Jonathan Harker. I think
I like that one and Interview with a Vampire. Those are both great.
Yeah, great. Interview is really good too. I prefer Bram Stoker's over Interview. Mm-hmm. But no, I love them both. I loved all the characters. I mean, oh my God, I almost said Alan Rickman, who's also a great actor, but not Gary Oldman. Gary Oldman is a fantastic actor, and he did such a good job as Dracula, as like every rendition of Dracula in that movie. He did such a good job. He's like the man of many faces, and I couldn't think of a better person who could have played Dracula in that movie. I think he was perfectly cast. And then for my non-mainstream one, the hidden gem that most people don't know about, it's this movie called Modern Vampires. It's horribly good. Everybody is familiar with Danny Elfman. He was Oingo Boingo. He does all the music for Tim Burton, blah, blah, blah. But his brother, Richard Elfman, who was also an Oingo Boingo, is a B movie director. And he did this movie called Modern Vampires. And if you haven't seen it, it's fantastically horribly fantastic. It's got Casper Van Dien in it as like this vampire hunter guy. It's got Natasha Gregson Wagner. Both of those two are like my favorite B actors ever. Like Natasha Gregson Wagner is my favorite B female, and Casper Van Dien's my favorite B male. And like they're both in this movie. They both suck horribly. Like their acting is god awful. But the movie is so good. If you haven't seen it, you need to check it out. It's called Modern Vampires. It was made in like, I want to say the early 2000s, maybe late 90s.
Okay, yeah, I was going to ask when it was released. So
yeah, if you're a fan of the Elfmans, if you love Richard Elfman, if you even know who Richard Elfman is, look it up. It's a great fucking movie. So fun. Welcome back, Matt.
Am I back?
Vlad is back. We've been holding down the fort for you. We've been posting the comments. We've been talking about vampires.
I didn't expect anything less.
That's right.
Yeah. Now that you're back, Michelle and I just got wrapped up talking about my favorite vampire movies. Mm-hmm. Michelle's done hers. You're back. Let's hear yours, buddy.
It's easy to say original Dracula, Nosferatu. What's the one with the Brad Pitt and
Interview
with a Vampire? It's easy to say all that, but honestly, my favorite is Dracula Untold.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me that once.
Yeah, it's the 2014 it came out, and it stars Luke Evans as Dracula, and it's more of a not medieval, but 14th century war type fucking movie, like Braveheart. If Braveheart was about a vampire,
it could be,
but that was kind of my favorite vampire movie. Obviously Bram Stoker's is amazing.
That was
Bram Stoker's. What was yours, Michelle?
What was what? My favorite?
Yeah.
Lost Boys.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's more nostalgic good for me.
It's still the best.
It's still the best. It's got to have a good sax player in it. How could it not be the best?
Right.
Fair.
Anne-Marie.
Well, and honestly, one of the most amazing cinematic views ever of a scene was Kiefer Sutherland eating the maggots.
I agree.
That was one of my favorite scenes in a horror movie for sure.
Yeah.
Nice.
No.
And if Kevin Haynes is here, that's actually his fate.
Oh, yeah. He's here.
Oh, yeah, he's here. He's made a comment.
Michael.
There you go.
Tim Capello is the sax player in that movie.
Yep.
He does conventions too.
Yes, he sure does.
Jason Brooks met him at a convention once.
Weren't we?
Oh, really?
Weren't we trying to get him to Crypticon? In the last recent years, I think he was on the cast it and catch him kind of real thing, but I don't think it's ever happened.
Yeah, I don't know.
Stephen Belzer says Salem's Lot.
That's also a good one. There's so many good vampire movies.
Yes.
And as far as scary things go, that's probably one of the things I'd least like to meet in real life, because most zombies are unintelligent, right?
They're dead. So.
Statistically speaking. Well, vampires. Well, yeah, but there's a stereotype of them just being brainless or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, vampires, they just seem more powerful, more cunning. They can seduce you. They just, I don't know, man. And I have this weird thing about my circulation being cut off. So the whole thing is just, I just don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Can I tell you one of my favorite screen vampires though? Very underrated. From what year did that come out? 87?
2.
No, the vampire in what the fuck is that movie called? Monster Squad.
Yeah, the Dracula.
He was
such a classic.
Yeah, it was 1987. He was the classic vampire look. You know what I mean? The Halloween style.
Yeah, no, I like that. He was I don't even know who played him, but he did a really good job. I think he pretty much stole that movie. I love that movie. Everybody in that movie stole the movie, but Dracula did a really good job.
30 Days of Night. I've only watched that once.
Yes. Anne-Marie, that's such a good movie. I love that. Have you read the comic or the graphic novel? Because
I definitely
so
have not.
Good. You need to.
Vampires are like cats, sneaky, smart, and just big assholes.
Yeah, I guess that's a good definition of them. I think my favorite screen vampire are the vampires from Underworld. It's really weird because I love Underworld. I think Underworld has the best screen vampires, but some of the worst screen werewolves ever. I just think the werewolves, even though I love the movie, I like the premise of the movie. I think the werewolves in Underworld look horrible, but the vampires are like they just remind me of like what like the elegant vampires are like. That game Vampire Masquerade or whatever. Like when you just think of like the elegance of a vampire, like the vampires in that movie scream it. Like when Amelia is getting off the train and she's in her elegant dress and she's just walking all like pristine, and then she gets eaten by werewolves. But just like there's just everything about it. And like Celine, when she's got her like, she's like the battle ready like warrior vampire, but she's still elegant and she's wearing her long trench coat. Just everything about that to me is what a vampire should be. I think that movie just nails vampires.
Have either of you seen the Jim Carrey movie called Once Bitten?
Yeah, I have.
Oh God, yes, I remember that. It's so cheesy.
But it was good though.
It was.
Come on,
good.
it was
good
comedy,
though.
Comedy vampirisms. Anyone else see that movie? Yeah.
Anyone?
Rebecca,
yeah,
the reigning champion.
Our reigning
Zompire champion.
Yeah, when are we getting her back on here to defend her belt?
Yeah.
We got to find someone for her to go against. What about
Brandon? Oh, I have to talk to Andrea. I totally forgot about that.
I thought you messaged her last Monday.
What was that?
I thought you messaged her last Monday.
I was going to, and I forgot.
Shame on you.
Yeah, I know. I am shameful, full of shame.
Hopefully a vampire doesn't attack you tonight.
I mean, probably not, because
I don't think I've seen Dracula 3000.
I've seen Dracula 2000, but not Dracula 3000.
Also, I do like Queen of the Damned as well.
I did not.
What's her name? Aaliyah?
Aaliyah, yeah.
Yeah, she was pretty brutal in that movie.
I would have liked Queen of the Damned, the movie, if I hadn't read the Anne Rice series. I think Interview with the Vampire was really fucking good, and then I think Queen of the Damned just went too far.
How'd you feel about the Van Helsing movies? Those female vamps, they killed it.
So wait, who was wasn't Hugh Jackman in one of those?
Yes.
I think that's the only one that I've seen. That one was all right.
Yeah, Hugh Jackman, Kate Beckinsale, which is funny because she's also in the what's that other movie series? Isn't she in that
one? Underworld, what I was just talking about.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying it's funny she's in 2 vampire movies.
Yeah. Technically, she's in like 8 because there's like 8 underworlds or 7 underworlds. And
yeah, I do like that fucking. What was the one? Did you see the one with Jason Mewes? And he had like a girlfriend that was a fucking vampire?
No.
Oh,
no, but that needs to go on my list like right now.
I'll tell you what it's called. Hold on. Because he hasn't been in that many films.
Was Kevin Smith in it too?
No, actually, I don't even think it had anything to do with Kevin Smith.
Huh.
Oh, it's called Bitten. Came out in 2008.
Huh, I'm going to have to watch that. Not a comedy?
It has Erica Cox. It's a black comedy.
Gotcha.
But yeah, he basically is like dating this girl, and he's like, she's like a dying vampire, and he's like, stay alive. What did I do?
Oh, Life Force. Yes. Steven coming through with the save against Blade. Rebecca coming through with the save. Blade's red. Grace Jones and Vamp was pretty cool. Yeah.
Dude, you can't tell
Vamp
me that
was dope.
When you watch the original Blade and they do the dance scene where all the blood sprinklers hit in the opening. Dude, that was like the coolest fucking scene. I don't give a shit what no one says.
Yeah, that's literally one of the best openings
ever. But ever. You know what's funny is I really enjoyed the I think it's 3 that has Ryan Reynolds and
his shitty version of Deadpool. Not Ryan Reynolds' fault, but That was a horrible rent.
Parker Posey was in it, and I love Parker Posey.
Parker Posey's dope, yeah.
Yeah.
God, they ruined Deadpool and Blade 3. I was so mad. Still a fun movie, but I'm so glad Ryan Reynolds is the one who like redid Deadpool and is like playing Deadpool and has most of the creative control over it, because he needed to redeem himself after his role of Deadpool and Blade 3.
Have either of you seen Blackula?
I have.
I actually have not. Is it good?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Posey was indeed a vampire, Rebecca, in part 3. I think it's part 3.
Yeah, it is.
Have either of you seen Near Dark? I have not.
I have.
Is it good? Who's in it?
Near Dark is super good. It's one of probably top 5 vampire movies ever made.
Oh, really?
My opinion, yeah.
Bill Paxton, Lance Henriksen.
Can't go wrong with the Paxton.
Hey, Lance Henriksen.
I mean, that's all. That's everyone that's like kind of mentionable. A small town farmer's son reluctantly joins a traveling group of vampires after he is bitten by a beautiful drifter. All right.
Yeah, watch it. It's really
1987.
Watch it. It's really good.
I believe you.
If you go into any horror group on social media and ask what the best vampire movie is, that will be one of the top answers. The world loves that movie.
Love Blackula, king of cartoons from Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Pee-wee.
I don't know what that means, but I love Pee-wee's Playhouse. Let's talk about ways of killing vampires. What's your favorite way to like slaughter a vampire?
Oh.
Well, I've never done it personally, so I don't know if I have a favorite way of doing it.
I mean, everybody knows like the wooden stake through the heart is probably the most.
The garlic thing.
I don't know if garlic will kill them though.
It just kind of like burns them, hurts them.
Yeah. It's kind of like holy water. I mean, I guess they'd have to be like submerged in like for a long time to die.
I will bring this up because I am a fan of True Blood.
True Blood?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, dope.
She said, Brandon goes, I know it's not a movie, but do y'all like True Blood? I do.
Yes, it was really good.
This is also a great one, Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah. Dusk Till Dawn is really good. People talk shit about that movie because they're like, it's half non-vampire movie, half vampire movie. I'm like, it's all a vampire movie. It's just leading up to the vampires.
Right.
Yourself.
And as far as like vampires go, they made them look really brutal in that movie.
Yeah.
And I just love that it's like this like out of nowhere like flop house, you know what I mean? Like strippers and just a bunch of bad shit happening.
Yeah, it's a truck stop like bar that they feed off of all the truckers that show up there. It's fucking such a good premise. And fucking the lead up to it, the Gecko brothers in that movie, Quentin Tarantino and what's his butt? I can't think of his name right now. The guy that plays the main character in Richard Gecko. Those two were like spot on through that whole movie. Like they were so good at their characters.
I would like to point out that Anne-Marie Belzer brings up a good point. Who wouldn't a stake in the heart kill?
Yeah.
Right?
Well, a zombie. It wouldn't kill a zombie.
By those rules, everybody is a vampire.
Right. There's a movie. What the hell is it called? I own it.
Clooney. Thank you, Rebecca. George Clooney. He was so good in that movie.
Oh shit! What is it called? I just looked at it the other day, but it's basically like a black comedy, and the world's inhabited by zombies, vampires, and aliens. It's called Freak of Nature. No, but now I know where to look. Hold on one second. Speak amongst yourselves.
I don't want to. Hear that, Michelle? He's telling us what to do. This motherfucker walks away from the screen and tells us what to do.
Well, then. That's fine.
I'm going to cancel his bitch ass. That's so good. You've been canceled, motherfucker.
So the movie I wanted to talk about is called Freaks of Nature.
You fucker.
That was so good.
No, have you guys seen this though?
No.
No.
It's pretty good. It's like a comedy, but yeah, it's a world where like vampires, zombies, and aliens exist. Um, I think it came out in like 2020, something like that, maybe 20 or 2019. But it has vampires in it. It's worth a watch.
Sweet, yeah, I'll check it out.
If you like stuff like Tucker and Dale versus Evil, you'll like this movie.
Fuck yeah, I love Tucker and Dale.
Yeah, so add Freaks of Nature to the list.
Okay, will do.
Do it.
Do it. You know, I don't normally listen to people when they tell me what to do, but glad I'll listen.
I don't know if you guys put this up. Favorite kill in the Lost Boys is when they push the vampire into the tub of garlic and holy water. What a brutal way to
do. Yeah.
Speaking of vampires, I know there's a movie, but have you guys watched the TV show What We Do in the Shadows?
I watched the movie, but I haven't seen the show.
Yes, I have seen, I think, the show. Wait, is the movie the one that has Johnny Depp in it? Or is that the other movie, that vampire movie that he was in? I confuse that with there's this other thing that he did where he did a comedy vampire movie.
Johnny Depp?
Yeah. God damn, what's that movie called?
I'm looking.
I don't have Google available to me right now.
I'm looking.
It's something Shadow.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
But it was a TV show and a movie. But I think it's different than the one that Black just asked about.
I can't find that in his IMDb folder.
Can you just Google Johnny Depp vampire movie?
Sure.
I would, but I can't Google right now. Sorry.
No, you're good. It says Dark Shadows.
Dark Shadows, yeah. Dark Shadows.
Yeah, that was based on the original TV
show. Yeah, so that's what I get confused. So I've seen the Dark Shadows TV show and movie, but then when you asked about whatever one you just asked about,
What We Do in the Shadows.
Exactly. I confused those two. So no, I have not seen What We Do in the Shadows, but I've seen Dark Shadow.
So What We Do in the Shadows was originally a film made by T.D. Waititi, I think is how you say his name, or he did the one in Thor: Love and Thunder. Yeah. He's been in movies and he makes movies, but he did the original movie. But there's a TV show on FX, and it's fucking hilarious. It's about these 3 vampires that live in a house in Long Island, and it's fucking hilarious. You got to watch it.
Yeah, great review.
Kevin, I would say that the film I said earlier, Dracula Untold, is pretty much an origin movie. I would say.
I mean, and if you're talking Dracula origin, Bram Stoker's Dracula's got his origins in it as well. Like the very beginning of the movie is.
Is it the same as Dracula Untold, where his girl gets killed and shit?
Yeah. So in Bram Stoker's, he's like a king, and he goes out to fight a war. And they lied to his wife and tell him that he's dead. So she kills him. She kills herself, and he comes back, and he finds her dead, and then forsakes God for letting this happen, and just fucking tears up the church, and he stabs his sword through this cross, and all his blood comes out. It's fucking red. But he's like, if God is gonna let my wife die like this, fuck you, God, I hate you, and just goes fucking crazy.
So it's basically the same.
Yeah.
Stephen Belcher says Netflix has Day Shift with Jamie Foxx. That movie's badass. I don't know if you guys have seen it or not.
I'm not.
It's a kind of like a comedy horror film. It has Jamie Foxx is like the lead character, and he's trying to get back on like this vampire job killing squad, and because he's fucked up so many times, he's like, so they put him on the day shift instead of the night shift. But it's pretty good. Snoop Dogg plays his like mentor.
Yes, I'm watching that movie. What's it called?
What did he say? Day Shift. It's on Netflix.
Fuck yeah, I'm watching that.
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx and Snoop, vampires.
Little vampires. No, they're not
like
vampires.
They're trifecta right there.
They're not vampires. They're vampire killers.
I know, but you've got Jamie Foxx, you've got Snoop Dogg, and you've got vampires. What else do you need in life?
Well, actually, I'll tell you. I got to remember his name. You know who Dave Franco is? He's James Franco's little brother. He's been in a bunch of shit. Let me see. Yeah, he was in Neighbors, 21 Jump Street, Now You See Me. Like I said, Day Shift, The Disaster Artist. He's been in a bunch of movies, but he's James Franco's little brother. Anyway, he's like the kid that's learning from Jamie Foxx, and he's a really, really good actor. He plays kind of like a like desk jockey who like makes it onto the field, and he's got like the worst partner you could possibly ask for. That's my synopsis.
Anyway, that's my synopsis, and I'm sticking to it.
Little Vampires.
Yeah, with Jonathan Lipnicki. That movie rules. Who brought that up? I didn't see that.
Anne-Marie Belfer.
Heck yeah. You win the comments of the night.
In Dracula 2000, Judas became Dracula. Dark Shadows. What are the monsters?
Somebody was probably answering my question earlier for the Dark Shadows one. Thank you.
What are the monsters in I Am Legend? I've never seen that. Is that the Will Smith?
That's a zombie movie, isn't it?
Yeah.
I felt like it, but I wasn't sure.
Yep.
Also, for the readers, Richard Lehman's The Stake is a fantastic vampire read. Definitely not your typical vampire story ending.
Is that... So I've never read the book for this, but the movie Stakeland, isn't that's based off of a book? Is it based off of the book that they just brought up? Stakeland's a really good vampire movie too. It's a really non-typical vampire movie. That's why I'm curious if it's based off that book, because I never read the book for Stakeland.
Oh, that's got the guy from Sons of Anarchy in it, huh?
Yeah, it's fucking great. If you like non-typical, like stereotypical, like stylish movies for like vampire movies, it doesn't fit normal like vampire type. It's really good.
It doesn't say that it's related to any book.
Stakeland? Oh, maybe I'm wrong.
No, I'm just looking at the Wikipedia page for it. It doesn't say it came from any sort of source material. It just says that directed by Jim Mickey and starring Nick D'Amici, who co-wrote the script with Jim Mickey. So yeah, it doesn't say that there's.
Yeah, maybe it's not based off a book then.
Look, man, not everything is based off a book. Okay.
Look, man. Let's go back. No, I don't think those are connected. Okay, good answer. Let's go back to Anne Marie's comment that won the internet a few minutes ago, and let's talk about Little Vampires. That movie is so good. Have you seen that movie?
No, but I know doesn't it have the kid from It's
got Jonathan Lipnicki in it. That's the little kid. Like he plays this little like 6-year-old vampire. It's fucking phenomenal.
Aww.
I've seen the cover for it or whatever, but I've never watched it.
Yeah, it's a stretch of the term to call it a horror comedy. It's more of a comedy, like a family movie, but it's pretty fucking amazing.
Nice.
Michelle, what's your favorite on-screen vampire?
Oh, I didn't know you were going to ask me that.
And in anime, Vampire Hunter D, there's Magna.
Wait.
For
manga.
That manga.
Can I, before you answer, Michelle, can I add?
Yeah, I don't have an answer. I don't have a favorite.
So earlier I said what my favorite on-screen vampires were, but I'm going to add to that. Vlad the Rad. You're one of my favorite on-screen vampires.
Hey.
It happened, bro.
I know how to take a fall.
That's true. I forgot about that. Yes.
Yeah, I'm an on-screen vampire.
Okay, then you're my favorite on-screen vampire too.
I was an
on-screen. You can't steal my answer.
Okay, well, I don't have a favorite then at all.
You can steal. I'm just joking.
I don't know. I'm just not really like super into vampires, I guess.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
What?
I'm gonna make you choose. Hold on. Let me work. Like, give me a second to work on this. Because I need like the perfect photograph. And of course,
we're not going to see anybody naked, are we?
No.
Oh.
Although I realized, I don't know what it was.
Like, damn.
I don't know if it was last week or the week before. There was definitely boobs in our show. I like showed a trailer. I don't know if it was a trailer or a picture, but I showed it was a trailer, and like, yeah, the girl's boobs were out.
What are you talking about? You sure you weren't a guest on somebody else's show?
No, it was definitely our show.
And what did you show a trailer of?
Oh, wait.
Oh, no. Yeah, you showed the trailer of Thanksgiving. There's nudity in that. The original.
Yes. It was the girl when she was down on the
trampoline. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nudity in that.
This will work. No. I was trying to find the like a picture of Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, and higher looks.
Antonio Banderas, hands down.
Kiefer Sutherland.
Kiefer Sutherland. Oh yeah, Buffy. With Kristen Smith.
Oh, Rebecca, I need to pause for a second and just say how much that comment makes me happy that you mentioned the Kristy Swanson Buffy and not the other Buffy.
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Kristy Swanson is Buffy the Vampire Slayer, not Sarah Michelle Gellar. We can proceed. Thank you, Rebecca. You win. You also win the internet today. That's two internet winners today. Like, we're doing good. We're doing good.
Stephen Belcher says I totally could have been a Dusk Till Dawn vampire.
That's the truth. That's a true statement.
Oddly enough, that episode was based off of Dusk Till Dawn.
It actually was. That is Dusk Till Dawn, like part of the horrorverse. You are 100% correct.
Yeah. And you know what's really cool? Oh shit, I'm gonna forget his name right now. Me and Michelle have acted in the same series as what's his name, Michelle?
Robert Lasardo?
Yeah. Who, let me tell you, was in
Human Centipede 3.
3, yeah, which is
and Nip Tuck.
One of my favorite.
I love Nip Tuck.
I love Nip Tuck.
Nip Tuck was so awesome.
Good. Nip Tuck should have never left the screen.
I know. I started getting really weird though towards the final seasons. But
all the best thing. Buffy, Pee Wee Herman was in that, yes. But Pee Wee Herman, Paul Reubens, was such a good vampire in that movie. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Kristy Swanson's Buffy the Vampire Slayer, I changed my mind. Is my favorite vampire movie ever. That movie's so good.
Where the hell?
The best part of that movie is that at the end, so if you haven't seen the movie, like vampires attack Buffy, blah, blah, blah. Everybody knows the story of how Buffy kills vampires. But the end scene of the movie is at a high school, and all this attacking happens, and vampires die, and Kristy Swanson saves the day. But during the credits, like the credits are rolling for the movie, and like there's a reporter, like, because there was just this massacre at the high school, like all these people are dead. And like there's this reporter out there interviewing students, and they're interviewing this young lady, like this high school girl. And she's like, I don't remember exactly word for word because it's been a while since I watched it, but she's like, oh my God, there were people running around and they were fighting each other and there was blood everywhere and they were killing people. She's like, I think they were young Republicans. And I fucking lost it. I was like, that's the best fucking scene ever. She just called all these vampires young Republicans.
That's so funny.
Oh my God. Praise hail, Kristy Swanson.
Hell yeah. Nice.
Such a good movie.
I know that last week we brought it up, but also I want to point out the original Let the Right One In. Because there's an American version which I think has Chloe Grace Moretz or whatever her name is in it. but the original one's fucking dope. I don't know if either of you have seen.
I don't know which. I saw one, but I don't know what version it was. I don't remember because it was a while ago.
Well, if it was in English,
I don't remember if it was in English or if I had to read subtitles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
Which makes me believe that you weren't actually watching the movie; it was just on
reading subtitles.
Can I tell you guys how I almost got what I believe to be Nicolas Cage dirt from Dracula's Castle? Did I tell you guys about that?
I think so.
Wait, what?
Was that? That was.
Are you talking about Renfield?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember when what's the girl from Evil Dead, the Ash vs. Evil Dead, was at
She was at Crypticon. Yeah.
Yeah. She stopped me and was asking me about like my necklace. I actually have a picture where I'm showing her my necklace, and I was telling her about the vial of dirt I have from Dracula's Castle, and she's like, "Can you get me one of those? I have a friend that's like going to be in a movie, and he's going to be Dracula, and he's kind of like an A-lister, like a big name." And I was like, "Fuck yeah, I'll get you one." She's like, "Hit me up on Instagram," which I did, and she never responded to me. And then like 8 months later, Renfield came out, and I'm like, "Did I almost get dirt from Nicolas Cage? Like,
probably.
How cool would that have been?"
Yeah.
I still need to watch Renfield. I'm sure
it's actually really good.
I love Nicolas Cage's horror movies. Like he's been crushing his movies these last few years when he's just been hammering out horror movies left and right.
I think that our fans would be upset with us if we didn't bring up Fright Night.
I think we brought it up earlier.
I don't remember talking about Fright Night.
It's because you left us.
Oh wow!
You disappeared.
Oh
yeah.
Wow.
Bye. Just kidding.
You were gone for like a half hour, bro.
Dude.
It wasn't that long. Have you either of you seen the Voyage of the Demeter?
No,
I heard about it recently, but I haven't watched it.
I love the fact that they took like one section of Bram Stoker's Dracula and turned it into an entire movie. I love that. I want to see it. I haven't yet.
All right, you guys are going to kill me, but I'm leaving for a minute because I have to use the bathroom.
Oh my God.
This motherfucker. The show's over in like 5 minutes, bro. Hold it.
Seriously.
Oh man, you took your ears off.
I did. They were starting to, I think I have fleas.
You fleas?
I'm just kidding.
Michelle's all scratching.
I can't reach my back leg up here though, so I'm not as nimble as I used to be.
No, I mean it happens. We all get there, right? I can barely walk without it hurting.
I can barely lift my leg to pee anymore. God.
Life. I mean,
right?
What is happening?
I know.
Yeah. I think I don't know if I have anything else to say about vampire movies other than apparently I've learned tonight how much I really love Buffy.
Yeah, I don't. Pardon me. Yeah, I don't really have anything. That's all I have to say about that.
You're about to fall asleep on us.
I am so tired. I had a really long day at work.
Yeah.
Went back to work after being off work for the weekend. We had 3 procedures we had to do plus appointments. And
any eye savings, like any savings of dog's eyes? I don't know. Like, didn't you one time like put a dog's eye back in or something?
Oh, I don't work at that place anymore, but we did take an eyeball out last week on Thursday.
Poor puppy.
And then today we did, what did we do? We did some anal gland surgery, and we did a dental, and something else. I don't remember.
What are your favorite vampire powers?
Ooh. Oh. Being able to change into a bat.
I like the laws of how they seduce people into doing what they want.
Yeah.
Glamoring is what they call it.
Back when what was it Bela Lugosi?
When he would do that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I like that.
But he didn't have an angry face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I bring up one of my favorite vampire movies ever?
Sure.
I mean, this was the right episode for
Abraham
Vampire
Hunter.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Bro.
Holy shit.
You can't have a vampire movie without or a show without talking about that. That's a good call out.
I'm sure there's a bunch we've forgotten too.
Yeah. There's
Good
so
list
many
of amazing vampire movies. Now going to watch some.
Nice.
Yes.
Oh, my battery saver just came on my computer.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Well, we'll be back next week, folks, with an all-new episode of.
Wait, I have a show suggestion for next week if we don't have everything set up.
Okay.
And I'm kind of putting somebody on the spot if I know she's watching because she's commented a million times. But one of our viewers and our reigning champion for trivia has also dabbled in some movie stuff herself and has shared a couple movies with me that she partaked in via Facebook recently, and I think we should bring her on to talk about that. And we can show some.
Just say you want Rebecca on the show next week.
I'm just saying, I think it's a good idea because she's also dabbled in the movie industry.
Yeah, I think that'd be awesome. Do you want to be a guest?
You want to be a
Rebecca,
guest?
Rebecca,
not have to do trivia?
Rebecca.
Hello. She's busy eating ice cream, not watching anymore.
All right, well.
Get to us and let us know if you want to be on. If not, we'll find something else.
We'll figure something else. And I'll talk to my friend also.
But let's really talk about it this week, guys, because literally I woke up this morning. We didn't talk all week.
I know.
And I was like, vampires.
Yeah, I know. We get busy and we forget.
And it should have been werewolves.
It should have been werewolves. You're
That's
right.
Okay.
We did talk about them a little bit, and Michelle had ears.
Hey, Brandon wants to know, he's been in a couple of home videos. Does that count?
No, I don't want to see those home videos.
Well, there's your answer.
Right,
Michelle has spoken.
Next week, guys, can we get some cowbell?
We sure can. Bring it home.